Good morning, everyone. Took my hat off. Bad man. All right. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie, here's your flash briefing.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Windsor Johnston. Ukrainian forces are reporting a third consecutive day of Russian missile strikes. More than 40 drones were launched at the capital, Kyiv, and its surrounding areas overnight, targeting critical infrastructure. Retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Ben Hodges says the war in Ukraine could shift dramatically in the coming months.
I think that Ukraine has the chance to liberate Crimea by the end of August, the end of this summer. And once Crimea is liberated, which is the decisive part of Ukraine for this war, the rest would follow soon after that, because that would unleash all sorts of internal challenges for the Kremlin afterwards.
Hodges speaking to NPR's Morning Edition.
You know who won this war?
Negotiations
Russia.
to reform U.S. immigration policies have come to a near standstill in Congress. NPR's Jimena Bustillo reports Republicans and Democrats remain deadlocked on a number of issues and are not expected to make much headway in the coming months.
Undocumented farm workers say they are bracing for 2 more years of, quote, living in the shadows after lawmakers failed to pass immigration and farm labor laws during the 117th Congress. And farmers who depend on both undocumented workers and those with temporary visas are also facing more years without relief. A House measure would have made key changes to the existing H-2A temporary visa program for agricultural workers, providing visas to employers who currently can't use them, modifying wage requirements, and offering some labor protections. It also would have created a path to legal status for certain workers. But House GOP leaders are unlikely to put any immigration-related measures to a vote in the new Congress. Jimena Bustillo, NPR News, Washington.
The U.S. stock market is closed today in observance of the New Year's holiday. NPR's Scott Horsley reports the shortened trading week will be capped off Friday by an update on the nation's job market.
Traders have one more day to rest before what could be another volatile year in the stock market. The head of the International Monetary Fund warns 2023 could be more challenging than the year that just ended, with simultaneous slowdowns in the U.S., China, and Europe. Asian stocks were slightly higher overnight, while markets in both Japan and Hong Kong were closed today. The Labor Department is set to report on December's job gains on Friday. U.S. employers added 4.3 million jobs in the first 11 months of last year, as the unemployment rate hovered near half-century lows. Average gasoline prices have jumped about 11 cents a gallon in the last week. Gas is still about 23 cents cheaper, though, than this time last month. Scott Horsley, News, Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Stocks
Just throw that in. Oh, you know, gas prices have increased 12 cents today, but, you know, it's still cheaper than last month. Even though
At least
it's
4 people are
way
dead
more
after
expensive
2
than
helicopters
previous
collided in
pandemic.
midair along Australia's Gold Coast today. Officials say several others are reported to be in critical condition. The accident happened along a popular tourist strip. Officials say it's still too early to determine the exact cause of the crash. India's Supreme Court has ruled in favor of one of the most controversial policies of that country's government. NPR's Lauren Frere reports from Mumbai.
What?
Demonetization is what they called it when back in 2016, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi went on TV and declared that within hours, most Indian cash in circulation would be worthless. The idea was to get people to open bank accounts rather than to hoard bank notes. It would cut down on black market transactions.
So they only want you to
But it ultimately shrank the Indian economy and was especially painful for small vendors who dealt mostly in cash. Since then, dozens of court petitions have challenged the legality of that policy. And today, the country's Supreme Court ruled on one of them, voting 4-1 to declare that demonetization was legal and constitutional. Lauren Frere, NPR News,
Are you
Mumbai.
kidding?
Dubai has announced that it's ending its 30% tax on alcohol sales and making it free to obtain a liquor license.
They're gonna have a riot.
The Islamic nation announced the moves in an apparent attempt to boost tourism,
You know what? If you people,
but also
if you
ends a
still use your
long-standing
cash,
source of revenue
the government
for
can't
its ruling
control it.
family.
You just trade between each
This
other with
is
your cash.
NPR News in Washington.
With the small vendors, support your small
The
vendors.
weather. In Seattle,
It's 37 degrees
Little
Fahrenheit
people
with
need to
fog.
eat too.
Today,
They can't
you can
live
look
off
for
of
cloudy skies with a high of
cryptocurrency.
49 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. That's all for your flash briefing.
Seems to me like it's another way to just keep the rich people eating. Alright, Amazon. No NASA today or what?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Okay. Amazon, give us a joke. We need something to lighten the mood.
From Goodreads.com. Jokes, riddles, and funny stories are a time-tested method to put anyone in a better mood, or even impress that special someone by showing off your humorous side.
That's what we're hoping for. Amazon, give us a joke.
What did the soap say to the bartender? Give me some suds and put it on my tub.
Give me some suds and put it on my tub. Okay.